Fabulous stuff. Dilettante live in session with the stuff dreams are made of. Francesca, welcome back to the programme.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, yeah, it's going all right, thank you. I'm still here anyway, which helps. So would you mind introducing your bandmates to the audience, please?
Sure. So we have got Aaron over there on the synths and bass. We've got Jack on the drums. We've got Katie on the percussion, synth and vocals. And we've got Robin on the violin and the vocals.
And I think Robin is quite possibly the most smiley person I've ever met in my life.
That is true.
Which is a wonderful thing. It's
well,
just
she's
great
American, so, you know, she's definitely smilier than us.
Well, smiling through everything that's gone on, but I mean, it's great in this room, particularly having a miserable old git like me and then you smiling away over there. It just kind of evens it all out, which is brilliant. Now, before we start talking about the music, which of course we will, I need to get onto something because I just read an interview with you before, and it also kind of ties into the fun video, so you probably know where this is going. But the pretty much the whole interview was about the fact that you're a keen roller skater.
Yes.
And now I've met you many times. I never knew this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I feel like I talk about it all the time.
Right. Well, you didn't know. And the thing is that, I mean, you're obviously an amazing roller skater, but you were also part and parcel of the roller derby team.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I've seen a documentary about roller derbies. And
which one?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what it was called. It was American roller derby.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, said Robin. And so, can you explain for people who've not seen a documentary about roller derby exactly what it is?
Okay. It's possibly the hardest thing to explain of all the things I do. Okay, so it's kind of like there's 5 people on each team. One person on each side is wearing a star on the helmet. We're all on skates. And then the person with the star is trying to like smash through the 4 members of the other team and score points by like lapping them. So it's kind of like British Bulldog, but you're on skates and you're going in a circle, I guess.
Oh, that's a good explanation. It really is. But I mean, you're diminutive. I mean, when you're talking about, and you will have heard this before. But you know, if you look at rugby teams, there are some burly guys in there, and there are some much smaller ones who've got different jobs. So, is it your job to kind of move people out the way, just to tease them out the way?
Yeah, I tend to just speed away. I tend to avoid the hits. That's more my style. I'd freak them out, you know. Just skate around people really fast and make them dizzy.
Wow, okay. So where do you do this?
I do it, it's in Ardwick. Sorry, it's not in Ardwick. It's in the Sporting Edge, which is in Openshaw. That's where it is.
Right, okay. All right, brilliant. I mean, like I say, I'm just intrigued because I have seen that doc and it's just an amazing sport.
Hey, it's good fun. Yeah. Definitely do it if anyone is unsure.
Right, okay, there's the sound of a gauntlet being thrown down once again. So, Life of the Party then, the album.
Yes.
Okay, so self-produced?
Yep, yeah, this is my first totally self-produced thing, so...
Okay,
yeah, I mean, if you hate it, it's my fault, I guess.
you have to carry the can, but it's wonderful. It's a wonderful sounding record. So, I mean, we know that you worked previously with BC Camplight, and you've come through your first record that we championed as well. So, you've obviously learnt a lot to have the confidence to go in and jump in at the deep end for your own record, because it's a very sophisticated. It's not only a sophisticated sound; your actual songs, the arrangements, and everything are pretty sophisticated, aren't they?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean. Some would say they're too maximalist, but you know that's fine. It's quite a lot going on. You know, I think it's definitely it's just me in a freight container, basically, kind of losing my mind for 6 months. So.
You say a freight container. I read this also. Yeah. So it did have recording equipment in it.
Yeah. So okay, I rent a freight container in a place called Pollard Yard, which is like. It's like a bunch of freight containers. There's a lot of musicians there. Right. A lot of other Manchester bands are there as well. Kind of just because all the mills got closed down, I think a lot of us moved into the freight container game. I'm not sure.
Right, okay.
It's fun. It's got electricity. It's not like when you picture a freight container, it's obviously like, you know, an empty, like, scary
all
place.
Cons.
You know? Yeah, it's got electricity. It's all good. They've got toilets and stuff. You know?
Wow, can you imagine the luxury?
I know. No hot water though, so.
You're saying all this. I mean, Sting will want one of these now. Now you're just framing it in such a way. And so you just lock yourself away in there, cocooned with all the equipment and work on it yourself?
Yeah, that's pretty much what we've done. And then I got Jack in to do the drums with Tom at the Nave Studios in Leeds, which was very nice. And then, I kind of got everyone else just in the freight container, to be honest. Save some money.
Right, okay. Well, it's a new scene emerging, the freight container scene. And you mentioned the fact that you're bringing, drums into it from the outside. The list of instruments here, and I've seen you playing with BC a lot, and I've seen you playing in the studio with Dilettante. Guitar, bass, alto, saxophone, clarinet, keys, French horn, percussion, drums. It is quite mind-boggling, really. So what would you consider to be your first instrument?
I would say singing, really. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one where people don't necessarily consider that an instrument, but yeah, for me, singing's always been the big one that I feel comfortable with, and I feel like is like, if I wanted to get rid of anything, if I had to give up anything, I would give up everything before I give up singing,
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, yeah. Well, just amazing. And I know that you've been listening to Harry Nilsson, taking some inspiration as well. And we were talking about this just last week, actually, because again, you see, I obviously watch a lot of documentaries because I'm such a clever guy, But this one was about Harry Nilsson.
Nice.
A complicated character, but it's strange, isn't it? I mean, what part of his career particularly inspired you?
I really like, there's an album called The Point, which is like a concept album, if you've heard that one.
Yeah, the cartoon with it. Yeah, of course I have, yeah.
That was my favourite one. Everything else has been very much like kind of single tracks kind of thing. That's the one that I really like as an album. I think that one's he's just funny, he's just a funny guy.
He's very quirky. Well, yeah, he's had quite a dark side as well. I mean, Nilsson Schmielsen is the favourite album for me. But the funny thing was, we were discussing this last week, that his two biggest hits were both cover versions.
Oh, true.
Without You and Everybody's Talking. Yeah. So it's just a bit of a strange anomaly in his career, that. But anyway, the last question for you really is, are you a fan of prog rock?
Yeah, so my mum's really into Genesis, so I grew up listening to a lot of Genesis.
Great. Brought you up right then.
Yeah, I took her to a Genesis tribute show and she was like shaking the seats because she was doing all the Phil Collins bits, like doing all the drums.
What, the drums?
Yeah.
You see, that is it. I'm liking your mum immensely because is she a Gabriel era Genesis more than Phil Collins?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she has. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right, then, it's just that there's an interview with you in the Prog Rock magazine, isn't there?
Oh, there is, yeah, there's a piece, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so you are touring. You've got the 22nd of November. You've got the Grace and Unity in Halifax. On the 23rd, the Hug and Pint in Glasgow. Gulliver's in Manchester on the 24th of November, and Middlesbrough Uni on the 30th. Are those the only dates you've got lined up at the moment?
We've got the 16th. We've got, so on Saturday. Is it the 16th? Yeah. Live at Leeds this Saturday. So if anyone's around, we're on the BBC introducing stage in Oporto.
Brilliant, okay. All right, so Dilettante live in session. You've got two more tunes to do for us. What are they in the right order, please?
So we've got one tune called To Make Me Good, and we've got one tune called Stone.
Fabulous, okay, get to it, thank you.